Hello students, welcome to my channel. My name is Darshan, I am your maths prof. So here we are starting the third chapter, that is lines, angle and shapes. And in this chapter there are these 6 topics we'll be covering. So as you already know that we have this method that we first explain each and every topic with small examples of each, and then there will be separate sessions for problem solving where we'll solve worksheets based on this third chapter. So there will be 6 different sessions based on these 6 topics where we'll cover each and every topic in detail, and then we'll see the paper 2 style questions and paper 4 style questions. Okay, so let's start the first topic, this is angles. So angles, if you see, if I classify the angles are classified like this. Acute angle means an angle which is measured less than 90 degree. Less than 90 degree is called acute angle. So if I sketch an acute angle, it looks like this. Let me just make it clear. So it's something like this. It's smaller than 90 degree, you see. Then comes the right angle. Right angle means exactly equal to 90 degree. So if you sketch it, it looks like this, somewhat like this, yeah. And we specify it, we show it as square, which signifies that it's a right angle. Then there is an obtuse angle. Obtuse angle is when it is between 90 to 180. Between 90 to 180 is called obtuse angle. So it looks like this. Clear? So this is an obtuse angle. Then comes the straight line. Straight line is exactly 180 degree. So it looks like this. It's a straight line and this angle is 180 degree. Then comes the reflex angle, which is between 180 to 270. Sorry, between 180 to 360. I mean, that's between 180 to 360. So it looks like this, and this outer angle is a reflex angle. And then there is a complete angle. Complete angle means 360 degree. So it's just one ray and this whole angle is 360 degree. That's a complete angle. So this was the classification of angles. You must have learned about it in your primary grades. It's just the revision of that. Then what are the pair of complementary angles? Pair of complementary angles means when two angles sum up to 90 degree. So let's say there are two angles, one is alpha and another is beta. So if alpha plus beta, sum of two angles, is equal to 90 degree, then that alpha and beta form complementary pair. So this is complementary pair. And pair of supplementary angles. Supplementary angles means two angles whose sum is 180 degree. So alpha plus beta is equal to 180. Then alpha and beta form supplementary pair. Clear? So supplementary is total 180 and complementary is total 90 degree. I hope this is clear. Yeah. Now let's see when two parallel lines, if you see this, let's call this L and this M, two lines, and they are parallel to each other. We can show it like this. So they are parallel to each other, and there is a line N which is intersected which intersects both L and M both. So it is called transversal line. These two parallel lines, and there is a transversal line N. So whenever two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal line, in that case these 8 angles are formed. You see A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I have named them A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and these 8 angles are formed. Now we'll see how many different kinds of pairs are formed here. Clear? uh, let's first see the linear pair. Linear pair is basically a pair of angles which are on a same straight line. If you see this line, L line, this is line L, and this angle, angle A and angle B, they are on the same line, right? And they sum up to 180 because they are on the same line. So if you add them, it will be a total straight line, so that will be total 180. Similarly, this B and C, they are also linear pair because they are also on the same straight line. That line is N. This is L, this is M, and this line is N. So linear pair is a a pair of angles which are adjacent to each other and they are on a straight common line, one straight line, so they are called linear pairs. So let's write all the linear pairs here, and by the way they add up to 180, so we can say that linear pair is always a supplementary pair. Supplementary means they add up to 180. Clear? So let's write all the linear pairs here. Angle A and angle B, if you see, they form a linear pair because they are adjacent to each other, they have a common arm, this, and they add up to 180. They are on a straight, one single straight line. Similarly, angle B and angle C, they are also linear pair. Angle C and angle D, similarly angle D and angle A, these four pairs of linear these four are linear pairs which are on the same line L. Similarly, on line M, you see these four angles. Out of these four angles, the pairs are like this: angle E and angle F, then angle F and angle G, same like the above one, angle G and angle H, as well as angle H and angle E. So these are the pairs of linear pair basically. So they add up to 180 degree. Clear? Next is vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles, basically the angles, they form X. Here if you see, these A and C are opposite to this when the X is formed, X shape, X of the alphabet, English alphabet, and this A and C are vertically opposite. Similarly, B and D, they are a pair of vertically opposite angles. Then E and G, pair of vertically opposite angles, as well as F and H. And vertically opposite angles are always equal. Okay, so here I am writing angle A and angle C, they form vertically angles pairs. Angle B and angle D, similarly angle E and angle G, and angle F and angle H. So there are total 4 pairs of vertically opposite angles and they are equal to each other. So angle A is equal to angle C, angle B is equal to angle D, E is equal to G, and F is equal to H. Next is a pair of corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are the angles which are at the same position on two parallel sides. So if I see here, angle A and angle E, they are on the same position but on two different parallel lines. Similarly, B and F are also at the same position. Similarly, C and G are corresponding and D and H are corresponding. And a pair of corresponding angles, they are equal to each other. The angles are equal to each other. So I can say that angle A and E are equal, B and F are equal, D and H are equal. Similarly, C and G are equal. So I am writing here the pairs are angle A and angle E, then angle B and angle F, similarly angle C and angle G, and angle D and angle H. Okay, you are supposed to remember all of these. If you maybe in the first trial, if you can't remember, just revise the video again and again, and it will be easier for you to remember. Then there are alternate interior angles. Now if you see in these 8 angles, out of these 8 angles, this 4 D, C, F and E, these four are interior angles, and this A, B, G and H, they are exterior angles. So out of these four interior angles, if I take a pair of alternate interior angles, so they are angle D and angle F, so basically on the opposite side and they are interior. Similarly, angle C and angle E. Sometimes we, for easy to remember, we remember it as Z, English alphabet Z. So this D and F, they are on the opposite side of Z. Similarly, there is inverted Z like this. So the C and E are of the opposite side of that Z. So they are alternate interior angles and they are equal to each other. Alternate interior angles are always equal. Clear? Then comes the co-interior angles. Out of these four interior angles only, if you see the co-interior angles means interior angles on the same side. So this D and E are co-interior angles. Similarly, C and F are co-interior angles. And co-interior angles are supplementary. So they add up to 180. Supplementary. So here I am writing both the pairs. First is angle D and angle E. Similarly, angle C and angle F. So I can say that D plus E is equal to 180 as well as C plus F is equal to 180. Okay, now comes the exterior angles. As I already told you, these four are exterior angles, A, B, G and H. Out of them, if you want to write the alternate exterior pairs are this A and G, which are on the opposite side, as well as B and H, they are also on the opposite side and they are exterior also. And alternate exterior angles are equal. Same like alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles are also equal. So this angle A and angle G, alternate exterior angles. Similarly, angle B and angle H, they are also alternate interior angles, and alternate interior angles are equal to each other. Then the last one, they are co-exterior angles. Sorry, this is alternate exterior, not alternate interior. They're alternate exterior and they are equal to each other. Then comes the co-exterior angles. Co-exterior angles are exterior angles of the same side. So this A and H, alternate exterior, B and G, alternate exterior. And alternate exterior angles are supplementary. Same like alternate interior, alternate exterior are also supplementary. Supplementary means they add up to 180. So here I am writing angle A and angle H, alternate exterior, angle B and angle G, alternate exterior. So they add up to 180. A plus H is 180 and B and G, B plus G is 180. Clear? So we saw a pair of alternate exterior angles, which I have written here. Then there are co-exterior angles, alternate exterior angles, then alternate interior, co-interior, corresponding angles, vertically opposite angles, and linear pairs. So try to remember all these pairs, and once you remember all of them, it will be very easy for you to solve the questions based on this a pair of parallel lines, and there is a transversal line also. Clear? Let's see some questions. I've taken few examples from the IGCSE textbook, course book only. See the first one. Here we are supposed to find x and y. So you see y is vertically opposite of 57 and vertically opposite angles are equal. So I can directly say that y is equals to 57, and every time you are supposed to write the reason also. So here I am writing the reason in shortcut, that VOA, vertically opposite angles, but in the exam don't write the shortcut, write the whole thing, vertically opposite angles. Clear? So y is vertically opposite angle, this is why it is 57. Similarly, this z, you see z and 121, they are on the same straight line, so they add up to 180 because they form linear pair. Yeah. So x plus 121 is equal to 180. Reason is linear pair. Here I am writing in a short form, but don't use the short form in the exam. So x is equal to 180 minus 121. That's easy, that is 59. Clear? So this is how I found x and y both. Let's see another example. So here this 82x and 82, they are not a pair, basically they are three angles, so we cannot write they form linear pair, but of course they are on the same straight line, so they add up to 180, because if you add them it will be a straight line only. So here we can write it like this: 82 plus x plus 82 is equal to 180, but the reason will not be linear pair, because linear pair means two angles only, it should be a pair, but here it is not a pair, there are three angles, there is a trio. So for that we'll write just straight line. Reason is just a straight line. Okay, now 82 plus 82, just make x as a subject, so 82 plus 82 is 164 plus x is equal to 180. Make x as a subject, this 164 goes in the subtraction, so it will be 180 minus 164, so that is 16 degree. Yes, so x is coming 16 degree. Now you see this x and the z, they are forming x and they are opposite side of each other, basically vertically opposite angles, and vertically opposite angles are equal, we have already learned about it. So x is equal to z, reason vertically opposite angles, and x we have already found, that is 16, so z is also 16, right? Now y, uh, you see y is a vertically opposite angle of 82. So because this is x is formed na? And they are opposite to each other, so 82 and y must be equal, so y is directly equal to 82, reason is vertically opposite angles. So x, y and z we found. Next example, this x, 90 and y, they form the total straight line, but there are two unknowns. So first let's find one of them, and then we'll find the y also. So see this x and 47, they are forming vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles because they form x here and they are opposite to each other. So x is directly equal to 47, reason vertically opposite angles. As you already know, vertically opposite angles are equal. Now similarly, let's find the y. X plus this 90 plus this y, they add up to 180 because there is a single straight line here, but you cannot write linear pair because there are not two angles, there are three angles. So x plus 90 plus y is equal to 180, but the reason is a straight line. Okay, so we have already found x, that is 47 plus 90 plus y is equal to 180, and let's make y as a subject. First of all, this 47 and 90, they add up to 137 plus y is equal to 180, and to make y as a subject, we'll throw this 137 here, opposite side of the equal to sign, and it will become minus 137. So 180 minus 137, that is 43. Clear? So y is coming 43. Now you see z. Now many students make this mistake, they find that z is equals to 90 because it is vertically opposite. But you see 90 and z are not vertically opposite because they are not forming x there. You see this is one line and there is no other line, there are two lines, so they are not forming x. So don't write it as vertically opposite angles, but instead this z and 47, they add up to 180. They form a linear pair because there is a straight line. Okay, so z is not 90, don't make this mistake. I've seen students making this kind of small mistakes, so every time when I see any repeated mistakes made by my students, I'll always point it out. So this z plus 47 is equals to 180. Make z as a subject, so that is 180 minus 47, and here reason is linear pair, so 180 minus 47, if you see, that is 133. Clear? Okay, so that's all. Let's see the another example. Yeah, so here if you see, the total is 90, right? So if you add x and 19, the total is 90. Sorry for the blur image, I've taken the screenshot, so of course the image will be blurred, but it is visible, so that's fine. So x plus 19 is total 90, and the reason is complementary pair. At the starting of this session, I have told you what are complementary pairs and what is supplementary pair. So this x and 90, they are forming a complementary pair. So let's make x a subject. So that is 90 minus 19. So that is 71. So x is coming 71. Next, another example. You see x, 2x and 45, they all add up to 90. But here don't write complementary pair because they are not forming a pair. They are three angles. So basically it's a trio. It's not a pair. So x plus 2x plus 45 is equal to 90, and here you don't need any reason. You can just write it's a given in the diagram that they add up to 90. So you see x plus 2x, we want to find the value of x. So that's x plus 2x is 3x, like terms. And just throw this 45 on the opposite side of equal to sign. So it will be 90 minus 45. That is 45 only. And then this 3 will be thrown in the division. So 45 divided by 3, x is 15. So the value of x is 15. Clear? Let's see the last example. You see here these two lines are parallel to each other, right? If they are parallel to each other, then we have already seen those 8 kinds of pairs. What are them? Let's just revise them. First is linear pair, which are supplementary. Then vertically opposite angles, they form x and they are opposite to each other, they are equal to each other. Then there are corresponding angles which are at the same position on two different parallel lines, and they are equal. Then comes fourth one is alternate interior angles. They are equal, they form z, that English letter z. Then co-interior angles, they add up to 180, so they are supplementary. Then co-exterior angles, similarly they are supplementary. And not vertical, exterior angles of alternate exterior angles basically, so they are equal to each other. So all these are the pairs which we have already seen. So let's find using that concept, this y and 60. If you see, they form z, and two lines are parallel also. The lines must be parallel, then only the alternate interior angles are equal, by the way. So y is equal to 60, directly we can write, and the reason is alternate interior angles. So this is how you found the value of y. Similarly, this x and 45, they are also forming the pair of alternate interior angles, and two lines are also parallel. So we can directly write x is equal to 45, same reason, alternate interior angles. Clear? Oh, I have another one. See this, it's not a pair of parallel lines, but there are 3 lines which are parallel to each other. Okay, so let's use all these same kind of concept. First you find this d, because it's a linear pair of 105. They are on the same straight line. Okay, so I'm writing 105 plus d is equal to 180. Reason is a linear pair. So d is 180 minus 105, and if you do 180 minus 105, that is 75. So d is coming 75. Then similarly this 40 and a, they are alternate interior angles, and these two lines are parallel also. So a will be directly equal to 40. Reason is alternate interior angles. Clear? Now this b and a, they form a linear pair. So a plus b is equal to 180. Reason is linear pair, they are on a same straight line. So a we have already found 40 plus b is equal to 180. So let's make b as a subject, that is 180 minus 40. 180 minus 40 is 140. So this is how you found b. Now e and c are left. Now forget about this line, but this 105 and e, they are corresponding angles because these two lines are parallel to each other and they are on the same position on two different parallel lines. So they are corresponding angles and corresponding angles are equal. So e is directly equal to 105. Reason is corresponding angles. Sorry. So that is corresponding angles. Now only C is left. Now C and D are corresponding because these two are parallel lines and they are on the same position. So C is directly equal to D, same reason corresponding. Yeah, so and D we have already found, that is 75. So C will also be equal to 75. Clear? So here in this session we saw basics of angles and what are complementary pairs, what are supplementary pairs. Then we saw then we saw the 7 different types of pairs formed when two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal line. Clear? In next session we'll see the second topic of this chapter, that is angles in a triangle. Till then, just keep practicing and keep revising these topics. All the playlist will be there in the channel, and keep supporting the channel. Please like the video and share it with your friends, those who are in the IGCSE. And in next week, from the next week, I am starting IBDP maths sessions also. They are also uploaded in this same channel, but there will be a separate playlist for it. Thank you so much.